Hey, what's going on? Ash here, your holistic trainer with Fit in Minutes, and welcome to the Coronado Bridge. This workout has a very special place in my heart because it's dedicated to my mom and dad. Because ever since I was a little girl, they took us to Coronado on vacation. Now, why does this matter in our workout? The Coronado Bridge has a very distinct 90-degree turn that engineers made in that bridge so that Navy ships could fit underneath it, and it also wasn't too steep for cars. So we're gonna honor that incredible engineer work by using our glutes in the glute bridge, hence the name. And in this bridge, we're gonna really utilize our bottom, we're gonna utilize our hamstrings, the back of our thighs, as well as core stability and hip mobility. So we're gonna use and honor the Coronado Bridge in today's workout, the Coronado Bridge, by moving our body in these 90-degree ways. Okay, to break down the bridge first, we're gonna do the full move, and then as always, I will give you modifications to help suit your body and exactly where you're at right now. So we're gonna start by laying on our back. Now remember, in other moves we did together, I always talk about stacking your Tupperware lid over your Tupperware. You stay down, I'll come up, or your rib cage over your pelvis. So a lot of times in glute bridges, I see people do this. I'm gonna invite you to bring your rib cage down like this. You can do that by exhaling all of your air. So we have this nice stack. Tupperware lid, our rib cage is over our Tupperware, our pelvic floor. So we have that in nice alignment, and we wanna maintain this as we lay down. So the goal here is to just not have an arch in our back. So we want this without, again, pressing our low back into the ground. So it's just that nice settle position. And then this is what we want to maintain the entire time we're doing our bridge. Now, next, instead of pressing your palms down, I'm going to invite you to put your palms to the ceiling, doing and giving ourselves more work into our legs. Now we're going to press our big toe and our heel into the ground as we maintain this position, stay like a board, and lift your bottom up in the air. So now we're mimicking the Coronado Bridge, but to honor its 90-degree curve and to really get into core stability and hip mobility from this position, we're gonna start to lift the right hip bone up into the air, honoring that curve, come back down to center, and then you're gonna lift that left hip bone up. So as the left hip bone comes up, the right hip bone goes down. Now the goal here is to not sink down while you do this. So I'm squeezing my bottom as hard as I can, and I'm lifting one hip, and then I'm lifting the other hip without dipping. So this is our Coronado Bridge. This is the core movement and the full expression. Now, if that just feels crazy or too much for you right now, or you find that while you're up, you're starting to arch your back like this, and it's getting really hard to maintain this position, that's totally fine. What I'm gonna invite you to do, here's the first modification, is we really wanna stack that Tupperware lid over our Tupperware, rib cage over pelvis, hands or palms face the ceiling, and then you're just not gonna lift as high. So notice I'm still maintaining that good position, but I'm not lifting as high. Now I can still practice the twist, or maybe that 90-degree mimic twisting here is not ideal for your body right now, in which case that's totally fine. You can just honestly do the bridge, right? And you're still honoring the Coronado Bridge here because there are straight parts of the bridge too. So you're just gonna lift up and come back down. So just a regular glute bridge, but what I'm gonna invite you to think about is we're not lifting like this. This is how I see a lot of people do bridges, and then their quads get really sore and their back gets really tight. That's not what we're doing here. So we're maintaining this Tupperware stacked position and lifting and lowering. You should feel this come from your bottom. So I'm scooping under slightly, squeezing my bottom. You'll feel this in the back of your legs as well a little bit. And so that's your first modification. Either you're just not lifting as high, or you're not lifting as high and you're just doing the regular bridge where you lift up and down, or you're lifting up and you're doing the little bit of a twist here, okay? So that's the bridge. Let's break down your active recovery. Staying on the same theme as our Coronado Bridge and that beautiful 90-degree turn, I want you to imagine your hip bones down are stuck in a bucket of concrete. They cannot move, yes? So if we had two laser beams on our hip bones, they are staying forward the entire time. Now we have another laser beam on our sternum, and this one is actually gonna turn, and it's gonna turn to that 90 degrees. But notice my hip bones don't move. If you're having trouble with this, that's totally fine. There's a lot of mind-body connection and a lot of spine mobility that goes into this move. Do the best you can. Know that there is always room for progression. So I'm gonna turn to the side. You can still face me. So we have our Tupperware lid stacked over our Tupperware, or our rib cage over our pelvis. Now our hips are stuck in the cement, right? So are our feet, so are our legs. I'm gonna push those hip bones back, and I'm gonna bend in one line as I bend down to this 90-degree spot. Now this is where we're gonna stay. Now bend your knees slightly, so no locked out legs. Nice bend in your knees, and keeping that Tupperware lid over our Tupperware is gonna take away from an achy back. So if you're noticing your back is starting to speak to you a little bit, come back up, because you might be doing this before you bend instead of this, right? See how I'm in one line and now I move here? That is gonna take away from any back fatigue. So now I'm really working in the lower legs now too, the lower and upper legs, I should say, the hamstrings back in here. So now that we are bent here and our hips are stuck and those laser beams are facing down, we have another laser beam on our sternum, and that's what's gonna actually move. So our hands come down together to meet. We're gonna turn that laser beam on our sternum to one side, open up, come back down, so our hands high five, and then we're gonna open to the other side, doing our very best to not allow our hips to move. Yeah, this is super difficult, but again, honoring that bridge in Coronado. Opening up, coming back down, opening up, and coming back down. So that's our active recovery. Now, if you need a modification, we're just not gonna bend as low and we're not gonna twist as much, right? So all the same rules apply in terms of stacking that Tupperware lid over our Tupperware. We're gonna keep our hips in that cement all the way down, but we might just bend to here, right? Instead of bending all the way to 90 degrees, we might just bend to here. But notice, I still have a nice straight spine. My bottom is not coming up. This is where we get that sore back because everything's getting compressed. So we wanna open that up, keeping that Tupperware lid stacked over our Tupperware here. Now, arms still come down, we might not open as far. And that is beautiful and just fine. You're working with your body, never trying to mirror me, always knowing that you have room to improve, room to grow, and room to progress. So that's what that looks like. So, you ready to move? Let's move. Hey, I'm Ash, your holistic trainer and the creator of Fit in Minutes. And if you're new to the channel, I help incredible, amazing, busy moms just like you break free from the all or nothing fitness mindset while teaching them how to take back ownership of their health, of their life, and of their body without complicated routines, without spending hours at the gym, and without the yo-yo effect of the fad diet. That way you can live with the confidence, the energy, the strength, and the happiness that you deserve. So if that's you, I would love if you hit that subscribe button below this video. That way you get an alert every single time I drop a new workout that you can do anytime, anywhere, wearing anything. They're no longer than 8 minutes and they only use your body. We use your body to tone, sculpt, strengthen, and heal your body. And if you want to take it a step further and you want to master your health, you want to lose weight, you have like 25 to 30 pounds to lose, click the link below this video where you can learn more about the Fit in Minutes movement and membership, joining over 4,000 other moms who have transformed their health and their life in a way that actually sticks. I see you, you're amazing, let's move.